Let's duck down to Florida now and catch up with Christian Ziegler, who's the vice chairman of the Florida Republican Party. Thanks for joining us, Christian. We were down in Florida a week or so ago. It seemed to me to be pretty clear then that the Republicans were doing very well. Some of the polling kept having them in strife. Other polls showed it was narrow. You must have been pretty confident all along. The president now considers himself a man of Florida. He voted there, and so did his wife Melania. How hard was the battle to hang on to the Sunshine State?
Yeah, look, I was pretty confident with Florida, especially over the past couple of weeks. But, you know, over the past 6 months or so, as we've gotten closer to the election, it's been very clear that the president had a lot of momentum behind him, a lot of wind going into his sails. And, you know, I think he cruised to victory today because of that. I mean, specifically, the issue of the day is the Hispanic vote coming out of South Florida. The Cubans down there just overwhelmingly oppose socialism. They appreciate the president taking a stand against socialism and protecting freedom, which is really why they came to our country. So big win for us in Florida. We're very excited. And this was a hard-fought battle, but he totally outperformed what he did in 2016 here.
Yeah, I got to say, as I say, when you look at all of the issues, when you look at the campaigning, when you look at the record, and even when you look at the public polls, frankly, it always looked to me like he would get Florida and Texas. Yet some of the media seem to be saying both of those big states were in trouble. They were talking about some sort of blue wave across the country. You would have thought, surely, as a Republican, that it was always going to come down to these Midwest industrial states, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. Ohio's going to be good for you. Surely this is where the election was always going to be won and lost. And do you think that you can actually win it?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, the media was totally off when it came to Texas, totally off when it came to Florida. I think that'll be one of the storylines of the night, is just how off the media and the polls were and just how wrong they were. Really no surprise, because they've been wrong during the entire Trump presidency. But yes, now we're looking at Pennsylvania. We're looking at Michigan. We're looking at Wisconsin. What's going to happen in these states? And unfortunately, we're not going to find out for some time because, you know, Pennsylvania, I think they can accept ballots up until Friday. You know, we'll watch and we'll see how it plays out. I think the president's doing pretty well in Michigan, is my understanding. I think even in Pennsylvania as well. So we're going to see, you know, how this rolls out the rest of the week. I'm confident we'll get to 270 electoral votes and Donald Trump will win.
Yeah, we will see. And I do agree that that looks the most likely outcome at the moment. Just one thing on Florida I wonder if you could help me with on, Christian, is the fact that the president made Florida his home base. Of course, he's a New Yorker, and he voted in New York in 2016, but he made it very clear that his home base was Mar-a-Lago there in Florida. He was on the electoral roll there. Both he and Melania voted there. He's entertained world leaders at his Florida, his winter White House. Do you think that that helped your state embrace him and help him get over the line?
I think that helped. Look, we have a president that is proud of Florida, was proud to switch his voter registration to Florida. But we also have a governor that's done such a fantastic job in Governor Ron DeSantis. And what we've seen, especially with the COVID lockdowns, you know, our governor did not put down the regulations and the restrictions that other governors did around the country. And because of that, people looked at Florida and said, look, they have freedom. And, you know, we're in America. We want to take advantage of freedom. So we're seeing people flock from states like New York, like the president did, and other states that want to take advantage of that freedom that we have here in Florida. We didn't overreact. You know, we took a measured approach when it came to COVID. And because of that, I think our citizens were happier. And I think also with the president moving here and switching his registration, it really highlighted that as well. But Florida's a destination, always has been. But I think that for different reasons. Before it was for retirement. I think right now we're seeing an influx of people and businesses moving here because of freedom. And that's really the tone that's been set from the top with our governor here in Ron DeSantis.
Christian Ziegler, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you having me on.
Christian Ziegler from the great state of Florida, which has been a good state for Donald Trump tonight.